Nee. Hi guys, Charming Horses here from Cologne, Germany. I'm Michael.
Hi.
This is Andrew, my production partner. And yeah, we want to show you how we made Find You with amazing vocals from Molly Patterson, Hammer from Sweden. And yeah, so we start with the track, I think.
Yeah, let's have a listen.
Okay guys, we start to explain how we edit the vocals. If you have any questions, just ask.
Yeah, we got one vocal stem with these fantastic vocals from
Molly.
And yeah, it's basically this one.
So please don't run. I wanna shut down my demons and let go.
Although we put very much delay and reverb on it, we got the feeling it should be a little bit bigger and a little bit more emotional, so I created a second track with a vocoder on it, so we got some harmony vocals in addition to the lead vocals, which sounds like this.
So please don't run. I wanna shut down my demons and let go.
Okay, the question was, what do we use? We're working with Cubase.
Yeah, and the vocoder you heard was the TAL vocoder, and in my opinion there's only one setting which really sounds great. It's when you take the standard preset and put the chorus on, and yeah, that's all I used to make this to make it sound a little bit bigger. So let's go on to the instruments. track starts with a pad chord from Nexus. We took this one because it gives a very nice big atmosphere, and then when the break starts with the vocals, we put some additional layers on top. So this one is the silence, just some saw preset we created, and to give it a little bit more attack, we put some pianos on top. One bass layer. I don't know if you guys can hear it. And to give it a little bit of glue, there is one high pad, a high string pad, which basically holds the tone. So altogether, it's. Yeah, there was a question. Our audio interface is R&E Hammerfall A-I-O. Yes, that's basically it. And we adjust our volume and different tracks in the studio over Mackie knob, big knob. Yeah, so let's carry on. Yeah, the little vocal cuts you can hear, it's just a little vocal sample added in the phalanx. Vengeance.
The vocal art is MPH.
Yeah. It's just a little vocal sample. It's, going through a lot of plugins. Without these plugins, it would just be.
It's very dry without.
Yeah, wouldn't have the atmosphere. So there is a reverb, some distortion, a compressor, a little bit EQing. Yeah, that's basically it. So you get a bigger, wider atmosphere. So in the build up. The melody is introduced with a sample which is built out of two different samples, and on the attack we just put it a bit up so it doesn't have a hard attack. It sounds little bit more wobbly, I would say. And then when the drop occurs, the main lead sound is composed of 3 layers in the beginning. So the first one is from Silent 1. That one is very dominant. Without the plugins, it would sound a little bit.
Let's say complete different.
Yeah. It's basically what comes out of the silence is just some shapes in addition with some noise, and when you put it on top, it's just a little bit more pushed to the wall and feeling a little more in open space. Yeah, on the bass track, we that's composed of 3 layers. One is a Nexus layer, one is Avenger.
So the most we use is Silent, Nexus and Avenger. If this is interesting for you, these are our bass. And we always combine different layers. Sometimes we have 3 layers, sometimes we have 5 or 6 layers of Avenger, Nexus and Silent.
Yeah. Later in the drop, we put some additional layers on top to give it a little bit of boost, and also add some harmonics, so you don't have only the lead sounds, but in addition some piano chords. This is also the piano from Nexus, and together you can hear the difference when it's added. Let it break, and then. Yeah, that was the drop. On the part following the drop, there's one arpeggio playing. Which is also built in silence. And on this part, because I needed some additional vocals, I cut the track vocals and made some cut vocals. So these are Molly's vocals, just mixed up and cut. I cut them and put them into the Vengeance phalanx. It's a very comfortable method to have them on your keyboard, so you can trigger them whenever you like. And so just a little bit of playing and trying out, and then there was this melody. Yeah, to make, I just forgot, to make the drop a little bit more lively, there are little backward samples of the lead sound to just make it a bit organic and a little bit different. Just these little going up. I don't know if you can hear it on the mobile phone.
It's a little bit more dynamic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, guys, so any questions about software or something like that? Thanks, Jason. Yeah, so I can show you also our studio a little bit. So we have different rooms here and different studios. That's Cologne. So we have also an office here. Yeah, guys, any questions? Silent, yeah, we use Silent exactly. Mohammed, we use the software as Cubase, and most of the synths are Silent, Nexus and Avenger.
Yeah, for lead sounds, yes, it's Silent and also Massive. And depending on the presets, also the Avenger has some pretty good program presets.
Yeah, we can also show you the project. Maybe it's a little bit interesting.
Yeah, there's the question how we layered them. As we did before, the main sound consists of 3 layers. It's the silence and a layer from the Avengers, but the one you hear the most, it's the silence one, and the additionals are to give a little bit more square tops, and an attack sound to give it a little bit more punch. Yes, and later there are some little bit additional layers. This one is from Nexus, just to have a little bit more sparkling highs on top. Yeah, the master chain. Yeah, it's basically a compression with the Oxford inflator, and following the Oxford limiter, just giving it a little bit of enhancement, but mostly doing nothing. And we also got a little bit correction with the FabFilter Pro Q2. Yeah, that's basically it. Mostly the mastering is done over mixing. Yeah, as I said in the last Q&A, I put the bass drum at 0 dB, so everything can be put around it, so you don't have problems with the compression of the bass drum, and so you are also at a final level of the track, so you can compare to other tracks, if you're loud enough, if it sounds right, if you are good on the stereo panning. Yeah, another questions.
Yeah, you can imagine it's an honor to release at Revealed, so we are very happy to have this release at Revealed. And Mohamed, yeah, I think it was a few weeks. We did work a few weeks on this mix, because we take always very long time for the right mixing and final mastering, and we do this all by ourselves. So we do the mastering, do the mixing, and the whole track. Yeah, the melodies are always a mix of experimenting from different sounds and different harmonies. So yeah, sometimes we have the right melody in 1 day, sometimes we have the right melody in 2 or 3 days. It depends. Yeah, guys, so I hope you had much fun, and yeah, hope you support Find You and support Charming Horses. So you can go to Instagram also and all the other social medias. Just check Charming Horses at Spotify, and yeah. Bye from Cologne.
Bye, guys.
See you soon.